a community. You'll be feeding a hero. Subscribe now to help us serve those who served us, and let's redefine leadership together.
They stood on the front lines so we wouldn't have to. But for many veterans, the hardest battle begins after the uniform comes off. It's a battle for basic needs, a warm meal, a stable home, and a sense of purpose in a rapidly changing digital world. At the American Social and Engineering Society, known here as the Ramoswriter channel, we don't just say thank you, we take action. This past holiday season, thanks to your donations, support, and the support of our local business partners and ambassadors, we delivered over 2,100 pounds of food to those who served. But a meal is just the beginning. We are bridging the gap between immediate relief and long-term resilience. Through this channel, we're turning views into meals and cybersecurity scholarships. By partnering with cybersecurity experts and mastering the art of storytelling through script writing, we are equipping our heroes with delicious meals and the tools to dominate the high-tech careers of tomorrow. Every view, every comment, and every single subscriber brings us one step closer to full monetization. And that means more meals.
Hey guys, it's me, Angie. I'm your friendly local realtor and friend, of course, and I am here live at Venture X in Bramilton, Virginia. We actually have an event going on today where it's a business mingle. You come on over, have some snacks. We have some wine and some other goodies. And we have some guest speakers that are going to be talking a little bit about their business and what they do and who their ideal clients are going to be. And that could be you. So we just like to give you a shout out, hello, and actually introduce you to one of our guest speakers, Olga. How are you?
Hi, Angie, how are you?
I'm good.
Good.
So this is our live audience. This is our YouTube folks. They are, well, you're a subscriber.
Absolutely.
So we are just delighted to have Olga. She is actually has an amazing business, and I'm going to let her actually introduce herself and talk to you about her business. I know I'm going to be using it very soon. So I got to get a little bit more inside detail last week. So I'll turn it over to her so she can explain what she does and what's your clients. What do you do, Olga?
Oh,
Tell
okay.
me.
Thank you, Angie. And first of all, let me say, if you haven't subscribed yet, you need to subscribe. It is a wonderful work that they're doing. My family's in the military and have served, our country well. And truly what they are doing here is so important. So I encourage you to subscribe tonight if you haven't subscribed already. And so, Angie, what do I do? That's a great question.
Yes, it is.
She's always so happy. I love what I do. I'm very passionate about making sure that people have the plans together for when they retire so that they don't have to worry about how they're going to pay for their next meal. One of the things that I love to do is I love to sit down and ask people, hey, look, did you do a good job on the accumulation part with your portfolio? And are you now ready for income distribution? Because that's what I do. I'm an income distribution specialist, a retirement specialist. And I make sure that you not only have your needs addressed, but even your wants addressed. So I want to ask you a question. Have you considered how you want to live your best life in your retirement years? Have you considered, have you even begun to plan for your retirement? Do you think it's too late? Does a journey of 1,000 miles begin with the first step, or do you think you begin at the end? I encourage you, take the first step. Have a meeting with me. I would love to do a complimentary session with you. Go over your goals, your objectives, what you'd like to accomplish. And guess what? Not only will it help you, but you might even be able to help someone else that you care about. Sometimes the person that's in our home or the person that we're closest to might need that information that you can provide to them. So check us out at Vessels and Johnson Financial Services. And if you're in the area, come on by because we're having a great time here at this Mix and Mingle.
Yes, we are. Thank you, Ms. Olga. Like always, an amazing woman here. Oh, so knowledgeable, guys. So thank you so much. We're going to be here until about 8. So if you have a moment, just come on down. We have refreshments. We have information for you. We also have a little bit of information on how to get a QR code for free if you're interested, and some other business tidbits. We also have another amazing guest speaker that'll be coming on a little bit later and introducing herself as well. For now, this is Angie, your friendly local realtor. I'll see you a little bit later.
Not just a job. They master the art of adaptation in a world that always changes. They lead by serving others, and they build a new squad, knowing that resilience is a team sport. Their journey teaches us that true strength is flexible, and that from the ashes of a former identity, a new and powerful purpose can be forged. Their mission has changed, but their ability to inspire, lead, and serve never ends. The world doesn't need more bosses, it needs more servants. While most people are climbing the ladder to grab authority, veterans are looking back to see who they can pull up next. Here is why the service-first model is the only way to build a team that actually trusts you. When we think of military leadership,
Okay, welcome back. I hope you guys are paying attention. We are trying to provide not only information about our small event, a small show, a small not-for-profit, but also to allow our business partners to come in and give some testimony about what we do, and also provide you with some additional information that you might need. For example, that talk about retirement was very important. Some of us are at that age that we want to retire, and distribution is a very important part, right? So even if you are only receiving your veterans retirement check, or you have other retirement opportunities, you want to have someone in your corner that's able to help you basically manage those funds. So I hope you enjoy that. Give us some comment on the comment section that was important to you, so that we can, in fact, go ahead and provide additional information. That being said, I'm going to return back to the video. I'm going to come back. We're getting ready for a second speaker, so don't go away.
they re the ones who have earned the most trust by consistently putting their team's needs before their own. Ready to lead through service? It takes one click. Every new subscriber helps us provide a meal for a veteran in need. You won't just be joining a community, you'll be feeding a hero. Subscribe now to help us serve those who served us, and let's redefine leadership together.
They stood on the front lines so we wouldn't have to. But for many veterans, the hardest battle begins after the uniform comes off. It's a battle for basic needs, a warm meal, a stable home, and a sense of purpose in a rapidly changing digital world. At the American Social and Engineering Society, known here as the Ramoswriter channel, we don't just say thank you, we take action. This past holiday season, thanks to your donations, support, and the support of our local business partners and ambassadors, we delivered over 2,100 pounds of food to those who served. But a meal is just the beginning. We are bridging the gap between immediate relief and long-term resilience. Through this channel, we're turning views into meals and cybersecurity scholarships. By partnering with cybersecurity experts and mastering the art of storytelling through script writing, we are equipping our heroes with delicious meals and the tools to dominate the high-tech careers of tomorrow. Every view, every comment, and every single subscriber brings us one step closer to full monetization. And that means more meals on table.
So I hope you were watching some parts of the video where it shows some of the food items that we purchase and how we deliver those items to hunger relief. As you can see, a series of boxes, like 18 turkeys, and a very large amount of food items that were purchased and delivered for distribution. That's the kind of things that we do with the funds that we acquire through either donation or through the YouTube channel. So we're hoping that you continue your support and help us out. Pretty soon we're gonna have a second speaker, to do that. And then also later on, we're going to have a premiere to a new video. So I hope you guys sing around. It's going to be towards the tail end of that. We are going to show you a brand new video never shown before. We're showing to the first time tonight. I hope you guys will like it. I would like to get some comments on that from the audience, and that will be really good. So that being said, let me go back to the video, and I'll come right back in a few seconds.
Gone, it leaves a huge void. Veterans who thrive don't just find a new gig. They consciously define a new mission. That purpose isn't gone forever, it just needs to be transformed. This new mission doesn't have to be as grand as defending a nation, but it has to mean something to them. It's about channeling that same drive into a new objective. For some, that new mission might look like an Army medic who, after battling her own PTSD, starts a nonprofit to provide counseling for fellow veterans, turning her struggle into a new form of service. For others, it might be a Marine veteran who uses his leadership skills to launch a cybersecurity company, creating jobs for other vets in the process. But the mission can also be found in family, raising children with honor and integrity. It can be found in the community, by volunteering, coaching a local sports team, or mentoring a young person. The lesson for all of us is this: don't just drift through life. Define your mission. What is the most important objective in your life right now? Is it building a career you're proud of? Being a present and engaged parent? Mastering a new skill? Write it down, give it a name, frame it as a mission. As one Army veteran said, in the service, ... we had a purpose. We got up in the morning, we had a mission. That same principle applies right here, right now. A clear mission gives you a why that can pull you through any how. It's the anchor that keeps you steady when things get rough and the engine for a truly fulfilling life.
Hey, so my name is Juan, and we're just gonna do a little explanation to how to get a QR code. For this example, we're gonna use it with the live event that we're doing right now. So you would just go to the URL you wanna get. In this case, is the YouTube event. You'll get the 3 points over here. Click. You will go down here till you see cast, save, and share. You will get here to create QR code, and you will get download. And that's how you will get a free and useful QR code. Then let's just get to the video game.
It isn't marked by a parade or a battle. It's the day the uniform gets hung up for the last time. For years, that uniform was an identity, a purpose, a team, but what happens when the mission ends? For many veterans, coming home is the start of a new, invisible battle, the fight for a new identity. This is the story of how some of America's bravest have not only found their footing, but have gone on to build incredible lives, and the lessons they've learned that can inspire us all. They find a new mission, not just a job. They master the art of adaptation in a world that always changes. They lead by serving others, and they build a new squad, knowing that resilience is a team sport. Their journey teaches us that true strength is flexible, and that from the ashes of a former identity, a new and powerful purpose can be forged. Their mission has changed, but their ability to inspire, lead, and serve never ends. The world doesn't need more bosses, it needs more servants. While most people are climbing the ladder to grab authority, veterans are looking back to see who they can pull up next. Here is why the service-first model is the only way to build a team that actually trusts you. When we think of military leadership, we often picture a drill sergeant yelling or a general barking orders. But the most profound leadership lesson veterans bring home is much more powerful. True leadership is service. In the military, a good leader eats last. They take the blame for the team's failures and give away the credit for its successes. It's a model built on serving your people and taking responsibility for them. It's about looking out for their welfare and staying calm under pressure so the team feels secure. This is why so many veterans gravitate towards service-oriented careers after they leave the military, becoming teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, or mentors. They aren't seeking power. They are seeking to serve. Army veteran Joanne Means put it this way: it's so important to lead with empathy. I believe everyone deserves encouragement and the chance to thrive. This redefines leadership from a position of authority to an act of support. It's about empowering others to win. This is a lesson desperately needed everywhere today. You don't need a fancy title to be a leader. You can lead from any position by practicing service-based leadership. Take responsibility instead of pointing fingers. Mentor a junior colleague. Listen with genuine empathy. Protect your teammates. The most effective leaders aren't the ones with the most authority. They are the ones who have earned the most trust by consistently putting their team's needs before their own. Ready to lead through service? It takes one click. Every new subscriber helps us provide a meal for a veteran in need. You won't just be joining a community, you'll be feeding a hero. Subscribe now to help us serve those who served us, and let's redefine leadership together.
They stood on the front lines so we wouldn't have to. But for many veterans, the hardest battle begins after the uniform comes off. It's a battle for basic needs, a warm meal, a stable home, and a sense of purpose in a rapidly changing digital world. At the American Social and Engineering Society, known here as the Ramoswriter channel, we don't just say thank you, we take action. This past holiday season, thanks to your donations, support, and the support of our local business partners and ambassadors, we delivered over 2,100 pounds of food to those who served. But a meal is just the beginning. We are bridging the gap between immediate relief and long-term resilience. Through this channel, we're turning views into meals and cybersecurity scholarships. By partnering with cybersecurity experts and mastering the art of storytelling through script writing, we are equipping our heroes with delicious meals and the tools to dominate the high-tech careers of tomorrow. Every view, every comment, and every single subscriber brings us one step closer to full monetization. And that means more meals on tables and more veterans in tech. You have the power to help a veteran just by hitting a button. Subscribe to Ramoswriter today. Let's serve those who served us.
America thrives because of those who trade comfort for the uniform, choosing a life of purpose over a path of ease. They walk through fire to secure our future.
Right now, we're getting prepped for getting the second speaker, and we're also going to show you some of the light snack that we have available for the people that are here. So if you are near the place in Venture X, stop by, and we will feed you. Stop by, we'll give you great information about the not-for-profit and how you could help others. The live premiere that we have on 7:30 tonight is a brand new video, as I stated, that should be able to give you a great idea as to this kind of stuff that we are doing to support our veterans. That being said, I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'm going to go ahead and show this food. Okay, so back to the video.
Thrive don't just find a new gig. They consciously define a new mission. That purpose isn't gone forever, it just needs to be transformed. This new mission doesn't have to be as grand as defending a nation, but it has to mean something to them. It's about channeling that same drive into a new objective. For some, that new mission might look like an Army medic who, after battling her own PTSD, starts a nonprofit to provide counseling for fellow veterans, turning her struggle into a new form of service. For others, it might be a Marine veteran who uses his leadership skills to launch a cybersecurity company, creating jobs for other vets in the process. But the mission can also be found in family, in raising children with honor and integrity. It can be found in the community, by volunteering, coaching a local sports team, or mentoring a young person. The lesson for all of us is this: don't just drift through life. Define your mission. What is the most important objective in your life right now? Is it building a career you're proud of? Being a present and engaged parent? Mastering a new skill? Write it down, give it a name, frame it as a mission. As one Army veteran said, in the service, ... we had a purpose. We got up in the morning, we had a mission. That same principle applies right here, right now. A clear mission gives you a why that can pull you through any how.
It's the anchor that keeps you steady when things get rough and the engine for a truly fulfilling life. If this message resonates, don't stop here. Subscribe to this channel and be part of a mission bigger than any one story. Every video helps us reach and feed veterans who need support. Your subscription isn't just a click, it's continued service.
Veterans are trained to be mentally flexible, to make smart decisions with incomplete information, and to get the job done even when things are going sideways, and is more likely to see it. This skill is a superpower in today's rapidly changing world, as just as true in the boardroom as it is on the battlefield.
There's a day that comes in every service member's life. It isn't marked by a parade or a battle. It's the day the uniform gets hung up for the last time. For years, that uniform was an identity, a purpose, a team, but what happens when the mission ends? For many veterans, coming home is the start of a new, invisible battle, the fight for a new identity. This is the story of how some of America's bravest have not only found their footing, but have gone on to build incredible lives, and the lessons they've learned that can inspire us all. They found a new mission.
Okay, so here, we're gonna show the place that we're doing the live event. This is Venture Ads, 23710 of Park in Bradenton, Virginia. So this is where we're doing it. Beautiful place. Okay. Just say hi. So we have all the snacks here, fruit. We have some coffee here.
Oh, no, I'll open it. No, that's what it's for. That's what it's for. We also have cappuccino, hot chocolate.
We have drinks,
Tea. We have
sparkling water, Sprite, Dr. Pepper,
Kim, I am.
some other snack.
Yeah, we're all.
And this is the place. We're waiting for you. Let's get back to the video.
While she does that, I'll open the white wine and then you can come back and decide.
Seeking power. They are seeking to serve. Army veteran Joanne Means put it this way: "It's so important to lead with empathy. I believe everyone deserves encouragement and the chance to thrive. This redefines leadership from a position of authority to an act of support. It's about empowering others to win. This is a lesson desperately needed everywhere today. You don't need a fancy title to be a leader. You can lead from any position by practicing service-based leadership. Take responsibility instead of pointing fingers. Mentor a junior colleague. Listen with genuine empathy. Protect your teammates. The most effective leaders aren't the ones with the most authority. They re the ones who have earned the most trust by consistently putting their team's needs before their own. Ready to lead through service? It takes one click. Every new subscriber helps us provide a meal for a veteran in need. You won't just be joining a community, you'll be feeding a hero. Subscribe now to help us serve those who served us, and let's redefine leadership together."
They stood on the front lines so we wouldn't have to. But for many veterans, the hardest battle begins after the uniform comes off. It's a battle for basic needs, a warm meal, a stable home, and a sense of purpose in a rapidly changing digital world. At the American Social and Engineering Society, known here as the Ramoswriter channel, we don't just say thank you, we take action. This past holiday season, thanks to your donations, support, and the support of our local business partners and ambassadors, we delivered over 20...
Taking care of the door?
Okay, so welcome back. Welcome back. We are about to get ready for the second speaker coming up in a few seconds. And we showed you the different food items that we have available for the guests that are coming into the event. We have coffee, tea, we have some soft drinks, we got some candy. Some of the chocolate chip cookies are great. I'm not supposed to eat them, but I ate them anyway. So I saw that in the back, right? So come, don't forget, we're going to be here through 8 o'clock tonight. And basically, We're here to 8 o'clock tonight. Next, we're gonna have a second speaker. Then at 7:30 or so, we're gonna have the premiere video for you guys to see. So we're gonna run through that one. I'll give you some background as to how we created and some of the issues that we had in the creation of the script, which is a real big thing to do. It took me about 5 or 6 different tries after I created the script. I was able to try to create the video. It didn't work. So about 5 or 6 times after the script was created, I had to make changes to make it work, which was quite a bit of a challenge. Then, as you know, selection of the title is extremely important. So the title was something that we had to kind of use several programs to be able to come up with the right title for the video tonight. So hopefully you enjoy the title. And the creation of the video, the first part that we talked about was the introduction. Trying to create a hook that would allow you guys to, not you, but the audience to listen or to want to listen to the rest of the video. So it's really important in order to do that. Then we presented some of our best concept that we have in relation to supporting our veterans, including some of our support pets that are there with us all the time. So hopefully you enjoy that. And then towards the end, we gave you a good hook, a good call to action that would allow you to continue your support with us. Hopefully, that concept we presented today is something that you enjoy, something that you are able to like, and something to pass it on to your friends. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. If you are a subscriber, get someone else to help you and subscribe to the channel. It's an absolute great support group that we have. We have thousands of people supporting us, but we need as many people as possible in order to achieve our mission. With that being said, I'm going to go back to the video and get ready for the second speaker. Back.
America thrives because of those who trade comfort for the uniform, choosing a life of purpose over a path of ease. They walk through fire to secure our future. Today, we carry that torch, honoring the massive legacy of the heroes who won World War II. Through the combined strength of every military branch, our freedom was won. We salute you. May America forever remain the land of the free and the home of the brave.
When the mission ends, the silence can be deafening. But purpose doesn't disappear, it waits to be claimed. Find your new mission. Subscribe and help us continue serving veterans who need it most. Find a new mission. A life without a mission feels empty. A life with one can carry you through anything. The choice is yours. Jobs can be replaced, rank can be left behind. But the loss of a mission can shake a person to their core. The biggest challenge for veterans isn't finding a job. It's dealing with the loss of purpose. In the service, the mission was everything. It gave you direction, motivation, and meaning. When that's gone, it leaves a huge void. Veterans who thrive don't just find a new gig. They consciously define a new mission. That purpose isn't gone forever, it just needs to be transformed. This new mission doesn't have to be as grand as defending a nation, but it has to mean something to them. It's about channeling that same drive into a new objective. For some, that new mission might look like an Army medic who, after battling her own PTSD, starts a nonprofit to provide counseling for fellow veterans, turning her struggle into a new form of service. For others, it might be a Marine veteran.
Okay, as I was saying before, I want to continue on the creation and generation of the video we're going to present later on. As I stated earlier, we had some issue with the script. Creating the script not only was challenging, but also it had to be reworked several times to ensure that it worked with the video. So what I use InVideo AI to create the actual video. It's a great program. I've been using it for a while. they're not actually paying me to say anything like this. No one is paying us anything at all. Every person speaking today and every person presenting today are here because out of their own free will, so to speak. They're not paying us, we're not paying them. So that's the way it is. Now, but I want to talk about after this script was created, why did it not work? So sometimes you create a script, it has timestamp on it. And we found out that the timestamp on the script was causing the AI to get confused. They were trying to instead of looking at it as a timestamp, it was looking for instruction to create in the video, and it caused them a lot of problems. So we had to strip all the timestamps from our script and basically allow the AI to go forward. So that's one of the biggest issues that we had. Also, we couldn't figure out how long the video should be. We wanted to have a video which was a couple of hours long, but it turns out that that's very difficult. Most of the AI programs that are out there create, like for example, CapCut to give you easily a 10-minute video with no problem using AI generation. NVIDIA AI could easily create a 20-minute video with without any issue. They could extend it up to an hour, but then you begin to have problems, like we did. As you know, I'm sharing with you guys everything that we do, and we make a lot of mistakes. But every time we make a mistake, we learn and we get better. So our goal is to every time we create a video, every time we do an event, we get better and better and better. And what we learn from doing this exercise and the script writing was basically that we may have to create several videos about 10 or 20 minutes long. It's really loud here, guys. You have to excuse me if you're picking up the voices in the background. But like I said, the good thing also, one big item, special symbols, like dashes and stuff like that. The AI generation didn't like it so much, and it caused the video to lag. So those are some of the challenges that we have in creation of the script and the creation of the video. I will come back and I will share more information with you. I'm going to go back to the video and start getting ready for our second speaker.
Responsibility for them. It's about looking out for their welfare and staying calm under pressure so the team feels secure. This is why so many veterans gravitate towards service-oriented careers after they leave the military, becoming teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, or mentors. They aren't seeking power. They are seeking to serve. Army veteran Joanne Means put it this way: "It's so important to lead with empathy. I believe everyone deserves encouragement and the chance to thrive." This redefines leadership from a position of authority to an act of support. It's about empowering others to win. This is a lesson desperately needed everywhere today. You don't need a fancy title to be a leader. You can lead from any position by practicing service-based leadership. Take responsibility instead of pointing fingers. Mentor a junior colleague. Listen with genuine empathy. Protect your teammates. The most effective leaders aren't the ones with the most authority. They are the ones who have earned the most trust by consistently putting their team's needs before their own. Ready to lead through service? It takes one click. Every new subscriber helps us provide a meal for a veteran in need. You won't just be joining a community, you'll be feeding a hero. Subscribe now to help us serve those who served us, and let's redefine leadership together.
They stood on the front lines so we wouldn't have to. But for many veterans, the hardest battle begins after the uniform comes off. It's a battle for basic needs: a warm meal, a stable home, and a sense of purpose in a rapidly changing digital world. At the American Social and Engineering Society, known here as the Ramoswriter channel, we don't just say thank you, we take action. This past holiday season, thanks to your donations, support, and the support of our local business partners and ambassadors, we delivered over 2,100 pounds of food to those who served. But a meal is just the beginning. We are bridging the gap between immediate relief and long-term resilience. Through this channel, we're turning views into meals and cybersecurity scholarships. By Partnering with cybersecurity experts and mastering the art of storytelling through script writing, we are equipping our heroes with delicious meals and the tools to dominate the high-tech careers of tomorrow. Every view, every comment, and every single subscriber brings us one step closer to full monetization. And that means more meals on tables and more veterans in tech. You have the power to help a veteran just by hitting a button. Subscribe to Ramoswriter today. Let's serve those who served us.
America thrives because of those who trade comfort for the uniform, choosing a life of purpose over a path.
Okay, I want to share with you guys something on. I think I spoke of this a while back on my live show, and the creation of the video is just part of what we do. The biggest challenge a lot of time is you create the video, you have some issue, but you're able to work through, and eventually we go ahead the video and we get it out and we actually get it generated. In this particular case, because of the length of the video, then we have a second challenge. If you make a video too long, I think anything an hour plus or close to an hour, then you have the issue of downloading the video. Somehow it takes some doing to do that. It took me 4 or 5 times to try to find a way to download the video because it was too long, maybe for my system. But that's something that you may want to think about. Maybe you want to do shorter video and then you edit it together. May work. But if you're doing longer video, one of the problems you have is basically downloading the video. And I wanted to remind you again, once you download the video and you go posting it, don't go live right away. You have to schedule it, and when you schedule the video, it gives you the SEO. Like for example, the description. Description is important. I used what did I use? I used Google to help me create a script, and within that script, create a hook in the first 2 lines, because that will be picked up by Google and the searches. So if you be sure that you have a nice hook, and the first 2 lines kind of describe what your video is about, there's a possibility that they'll come up in Google searches and people will find it that way. Sometimes maybe 2% of the people actually finding your video, but 2% could be quite a few people. And the story that we're telling tonight is the transition from the military to the civilian sector. So you're going to find out some of the systemic concerns that veterans face when they're doing that, and some of the statutes or laws that would apply to whether or not they get benefits, to whether or not they get retirement, to whether or not they get pay for their injuries and things of that nature. We're going to talk about that tonight. So all that is part of the story that we tell on the description. Then one thing that I wasn't doing before, but I recommend you guys do, is to generate a timestamp for your video. And the reason for that is actually picked up by Google and it's able to give you another way that people can find your video. So I created a timestamp for this video, and you see that as part of the description. It'd be easier to find it, to let you know what I was speaking during the video. That 4 different parts of it. Then the next part, which is very important, is the tags. There are tags, the primary tag, which are associated with the video itself. Then there are tags that are associated with your niche, and there are long tags that are associated with the topic that you talk about. So those tags can be generated through Google if you can, or it can be generated through ChatGPT. But the tag, there's a debate whether should you have tags, should you not have tag. I've used them. I recommend that you use them. But there will be other YouTubers that tell you that tags are obsolete and they don't work anymore. So you'll find out uh, if it work or not by the number of views that you are getting. The one tip that I also like to give you is you want to have a comment that you could pin to your video to allow people to engage with the topic that you're talking about. Uh, Usually, you cannot post the comment until the video is actually posted. So I put it as part of my description, and then once the video is posted, I take the pin comment and I put that in, so allow people to make comments on that. So that's the work that you have to do after the video is posted. So hopefully you enjoy that. Let me go back to the show. Get ready for the second speaker.
Did you know that a simple handshake could be the difference between a veteran eating tonight or going hungry? It sounds like an exaggeration, doesn't it? In a world of high-speed fiber optics and instant connectivity, it's hard to imagine that the men and women who once stood guard for the world are now starving in the shadows. But in 2026, we are facing a modern paradox. While thousands of our heroes are digitally connected, they are physically isolated and socially invisible. We've seen the statistics, we've heard the slogans, but today, we're looking at a disruptive truth. Recognition isn't just a thank you for your service. Recognition is a life-saving resource. While silent isolation is the enemy, we are deploying a new weapon. We are using cutting-edge AI to find those who refuse to ask for help before it's too late. We are turning digital stories into real-world meals. Because the mission didn't end when they hung up the uniform, and neither did ours. The battlefield has shifted. It's no longer found in the mountains of Afghanistan or the sands of Iraq. It's found in the apartment next door. It's found in the quiet corners of rural America. This is the invisible front line. In 2026, we live in an era of hyper-connectivity. You can reach anyone, anywhere, at any time. Yet, for many veterans, this digital noise only amplifies their silence. When a warrior transitions from a world of we to a world of me, something breaks. In the service, your identity is forged in the fire of the collective. You have a rank, a MOS, a purpose. But when that uniform comes off, the spiral begins. It starts with the feeling that your story no longer matters. You stop going to the VFW. You stop calling your old squad mates. You feel like a ghost in a society that's moving too fast to notice you. This mental isolation isn't just loneliness. It's a physiological hazard. When the mind believes it has no tribe, the body loses the will to sustain itself. This is where the spiral leads to empty cupboards and missed meals. The first step to a meal isn't a food stamp application. It's being seen. It's being heard. It's the community they once protected finally looking back at them and saying, "We know you're there." The Marine Corps taught us the power of a creed. The Rifleman's Creed taught us that our equipment is an extension of our soul. The NCO Creed taught us that we are the backbone of the nation. Today, we need a new creed for the civilian front. A creed for those of us who refuse to let our brothers and sisters starve in silence. If we are to bridge the gap between isolation and community, we must adopt the Watchman's Creed. The Watchman's Creed. This is my brother. There are many like him, but this one is mine. My brother is my life. I must master my awareness of him as I must master.
Hello, everybody. It's me again, Angie, your friendly realtor, and more. We're here at Venture X. Like I said, we're having a wonderful time, business mingle, here at Venture X in Bramilton, Virginia. And we have a guest speaker who is amazing. This woman has a smile on her face all day long, and she is just wonderful energy all the way through. I just want to introduce her. She actually is across the hall from me, and I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed all the way around just to see her every day. So, without further ado, Miss Kim, would you tell us what you do? And also, thank you for subscribing. She is a subscriber, guys. She believes in it.
Absolutely.
I'll send it your way.
Yes, and my dad was a Marine, and we support all military, our troops, and all
Our
the no-
services, yeah.
all the nonprofits that support our military. So thank you so much for supporting them and helping feed them during the holidays, which is so important. So I am Kim Curran with Into Places, and what I do is I network for busy business owners who understand the importance of having your brand represented but don't have the time. Now, some people don't have the time, some people don't like to network, some people don't know how to network, and there's others that shouldn't be out there networking for themselves until I get to teach them. So I also run classes on how to network, and I will also work with people to do a networking audit so we can kind of go through how you network, where you network, and let's make your networking, your time and the money that you're spending to network more efficient for you and getting you in front of the people that you need to meet.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I noticed that I just came from one of your events here not too long ago, and we saw a lot of business owners at that event. Could you tell me a little bit about that event? How did that go? And did you set all that up? And how was it?
Okay, yes. So it's a lead share group within the Loudoun Chamber of Commerce. There's 13 different lead shares, and we all meet twice a month. And ours happens to meet tomorrow morning at Venture X Brambleton, 9 o'clock in the morning. Everybody is welcome to join us. We would love to have you
I will be
again.
here.
And Angie came
Yes.
2 weeks
2 weeks
ago
ago.
when it was my keynote. So she got to hear about
I
all the
did.
craziness and
Love it.
how I survived 3 older brothers. I did.
You did.
I spent 15 years on Wall Street, and I am the spouse of a corporate nomad. So I have moved almost as much as the military. When I've told people how much we've moved, it's like, oh, is your husband military? It's like, nope, corporate nomads. So again, I'm really thrilled
love
to
it.
be here.
I
So-
love it. Well, before I let you go, we were talking just a minute ago where my father's from, and he was born in Santo Domingo. And guess what? Even though she doesn't speak Spanish,
No Spanish.
she's half Dominican.
Yes.
So,
Yes, so I have
yes,
family down in
yes.
Dominican Republic, and my dad used to spend half the year, half the year in New York City, and then the rest in Dominican Republic with his family.
Now, I wish to go back. Do you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Definitely.
Well, thank you, Kim.
Thank you for having me.
She's wonderful, guys. If you have a moment and you're in the town, come on down. We're here until 8 o'clock. We'll be happy to interview you if you wish and give you a shout out. And if not, just come on and introduce yourself, give a couple business cards, and we'd love to hear what you do. Thank you so much. You guys have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Series of bills, some reaching back to his first term and others marking the start of 2025 and 2026 that aim to rewrite the script for veterans support. From the Forever GI Bill to the massive VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, these aren't just minor adjustments. They are structural changes. But here is the million-dollar question. Do these laws actually put money back in your pocket and keep a roof over your head? Or do they create new hurdles you aren't prepared for? Today, we are breaking down the massive 2025 and 2026 updates, analyzing the big beautiful bill for defense, and doing a deep dive into the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, specifically HR 1815. We're going to look at the good, the bad, and the reality of what this means for your future. Let's start with the now. The early months of 2025 and 2026 have been a whirlwind for veteran policy. The flagship of this movement is the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, HR 1815. Signed in July 2025, this was a direct response to the post-pandemic housing crisis, where thousands of veterans found themselves on the brink of foreclosure as interest rates spiked and temporary relief programs expired. But it didn't stop there. In January 2026, we saw a trio of bills hit the president's desk. First, the Disabled Veterans Housing Support Act. This is a huge win for those with high disability ratings. For the first time, it mandates that service-connected disability compensation cannot be counted as income, in a way that disqualifies you from certain housing support programs. It's a fix for a catch-22 that has plagued disabled vets for decades. Then, there's the VA Budget Shortfall Accountability Act. We've all heard the news stories about the VA running out of money mid-year. This law forces the VA to provide transparent, real-time reports on funding gaps, so veterans aren't the ones who suffer when the math doesn't add up in DC. Finally, the FAST Vets Act was signed to streamline vocational rehabilitation. If your path to a new career gets derailed, this law specifies exactly how and when the VA must redevelop your plan, cutting down the red tape that keeps vets in limbo. Now, let's get into the weeds of the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, H.R. 1815. This is being hailed as the most significant update to veteran housing in a generation. But like any law, it has two sides. The advantages. The biggest pro is the partial claim incentive. Before this law, if you fell behind on your mortgage, your options were limited, often resulting in a lump sum payment you couldn't afford. H.R. 1815 allows the VA to help you manage delinquency by creating a partial claim. Essentially, the VA can help cover the past due amount to bring your loan current, allowing you to stay in your home while you pay back that assistance later, often at 0% interest, at the end of your loan term. Secondly, it modernizes the appraisal process. We've all heard the horror stories of sellers refusing VA loans because the inspections were too picky. This reform streamlines those requirements, making VA buyers more competitive in a cutthroat housing market. It's about keeping veterans in their homes and preventing homelessness before it starts. The disadvantages. However, it's not all sunshine. The primary disadvantage is the risk of equity erosion. By utilizing partial claims or modernizing delinquency management, some veterans may find themselves with very little equity in their homes if they need to sell quickly. You are essentially adding a second silent lien on your property. There's also the concern of bureaucratic lag. While the law is signed, the VA is notorious for taking months or even years to fully implement the technology needed to process these new claims. If you're facing foreclosure today, the Reform Act might not move fast enough to save you if the local VA office isn't up to speed. Finally, there's the small print issue. These benefits often apply strictly to VA-backed loans. If you refinanced into a conventional loan during the low-rate years, H.R. 1815 might not offer you the same protections. To understand where we are going, we have to look at the foundation these new laws are built on. These are the legacy pillars signed during the first Trump administration that changed the trajectory of veteran care. First, the VA Mission Act of 2018. This was the choice game changer. It didn't just give veterans the option to see a private doctor. It streamlined community care, established new urgent care benefits, and crucially expanded the caregiver program to include veterans from all eras, not just those post-9/11s. It broke the VA's monopoly on healthcare, forcing the system to compete for your satisfaction. Then, there's the Forever GI Bill of 2017. Before this, you had a 15-year window to use your education benefits. If you didn't use them, you lost them. The Forever GI Bill removed that expiration date for anyone who left the service after January 1st, 2013. It also expanded benefits for heart recipients, ensuring they received 100% of the post-9/11's GI Bill, regardless of how long they served on active duty. And let's not forget the Veterans Compensation COLA Act. By ensuring that cost of living adjustments for veterans match those of Social Security recipients, the government finally acknowledged that inflation hits the veteran community just as hard as everyone else. These bills weren't just one-offs. They were the beginning of a shift toward veteran-centric policy. So what's the bottom line? Between the Mission Act,
I hope you guys enjoy our previous speaker. As you can see, it's not only the veterans, it's the sons and daughters of veterans that are helping us out. They're working with us. They're trying to, make sure that we have, I think we just got word, we picked up around 200 subscribers since our last live show. So we keep picking up people, join us. The more that we get, the better we can. And don't forget, we have a live streaming of our next video at 7:30. That's coming up. That's the next event. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the video and get ready to do that for you guys.
which allows us to partner with organizations dedicated to feeding our veterans and ending food insecurity in our community. Your click truly makes a difference. Now, I want to hear from you. Out of all these new laws, from the VA home loan reforms to the Forever GI Bill, which one has had the biggest impact on your life, or which one do you think is still missing the mark? Drop a comment below. We read every single one, and your feedback helps us decide what to cover next.
For their welfare and staying calm under pressure so the team feels secure. This is why so many veterans gravitate towards service-oriented careers after they leave the military, becoming teachers, healthcare workers, first responders, or mentors. They aren't seeking power. They are seeking to serve. Army veteran Joanne Means put it this way: "It's so important to lead with empathy. I believe everyone deserves encouragement and the chance to thrive. This redefines leadership from a position of authority to an act of support. It's about empowering others to win. This is a lesson desperately needed everywhere today. You don't need a fancy title to be a leader. You can lead from any position by practicing service-based leadership. Take responsibility instead of pointing fingers. Mentor a junior colleague. Listen with genuine empathy. Protect your teammates. The most effective leaders aren't the ones with the most authority. They are the ones who have earned the most trust by consistently putting their team's needs before their own. Ready to lead through service? It takes one click. Every new subscriber helps us provide a meal for a veteran in need. You won't just be joining a community, you'll be feeding a hero. Subscribe now to help us serve those who served us, and let's redefine leadership together."
They stood on the front lines so we wouldn't have to. But for many veterans, the hardest battle begins after the uniform comes off. It's a battle for basic needs, a warm meal, a stable home, and a sense of purpose in a rapidly changing digital world. At the American Social and Engineering Society, known here as the Ramoswriter channel, we don't just say thank you, we take action. This past holiday season, thanks to your donations, support, and the support of our local business partners and ambassadors, we delivered over 2,100 pounds of food to those who served. But a meal is just the beginning. We are bridging the gap between immediate relief and long-term resilience. Through this channel, we're turning views into meals and cybersecurity scholarships. By partnering with cybersecurity experts and mastering the art of storytelling through script writing, we are equipping our heroes with delicious meals and the tools to dominate the high-tech careers of tomorrow. Every view, every comment, and every single subscriber brings us one step closer to full monetization. And that means more meals on tables and more veterans in tech. You have the power to help a veteran just by hitting a button. Subscribe to Ramoswriter today. Let's serve those who served us.
America thrives because of those who trade comfort for the uniform, choosing a life of purpose over a path of ease. They walk through fire to secure our future. Today, we carry that torch, honoring the massive legacy of the heroes who won World War II. Through the combined strength of every military...
Hey guys, it's me again, Angie, your friendly local realtor, and we're here at Venture X in our great event that we're having until 8 o'clock. So if you're around, come on down. We have plenty of wine and we have some snacks. But most of all, we have an amazing crew here. I mean, we have amazing people that have really great, excuse the redundance, businesses. I mean, just out there businesses. And this is one of them. I'm going to tell you, she's a new subscriber. She's amazing. And I love her energy. It's just so positive. As soon as I saw her walk in, I just remember just like hugging her, right? It was just immediate. Yes, yes. But I'm going to let her talk about her, introduce herself, and tell her a little bit about what she does and how she's supporting the military families during these holidays by just clicking subscribe. Here we go.
I'm so excited that I came. When I walked in and your energy, I knew I was going to be friends with you. So thank you, Angie. And then letting me talk about my business. So my name is Laden, and I'm the Chief Celebration Officer for Leave It To Me. And Leave It To Me is a business that helps people with life milestone events, but I'm specializing in two events, either the death of your loved one or the death of your marriage. So that would be divorce parties and celebration of life events. And after doing this for years, I decided to start doing expos. So I have a Celebration of Life Expo coming up in April, and also a Divorce and New Beginnings Expo in May in Annapolis.
I'm going to go to both. I'm just going to go.
Don't get any ideas.
They just sound like fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm very excited that I subscribed to your channel, and
Thank you.
congratulations. It's growing so
Thank you.
fast. I just launched my YouTube channel on
Yes.
Sunday, and I have a podcast called Taboo Talks and Thoughts.
Yes.
And the first season is called Romancing the Scammer, and it's all about when I left a 20-year marriage, and it was an analog world of dating when I got married, and then I joined this digital world of dating.
Oh, wow.
And I had to navigate and figure this out, that a lot of those folks that I met were scammers. So I started by catching my first scammer, and I have caught probably 50 scammers at this point.
And this is in your YouTube channel.
So I don't necessarily talk about 50 because the number's been growing. I just caught one last week, but I'm no longer looking at romance stuff. There's all sorts of scammers in the world, and I get them to confess pretty quickly. And they also are a little bit afraid of me because I've gotten to the point where I can say, okay, you're a 24-year-old in Nigeria. What tribe are you? And I ask them, and then when I'm right about their age, it freaks them out.
Oh, I can't imagine. Well, I know there's a lot of things about catfishing, and then of course investments. So it's not just relationships.
Yeah, so I teach people the things I learned about reverse image lookup. So I can actually, before I even do a Google reverse, I look at the picture because I love all things culture, and like I love that you're
Going to El Salvador soon.
Yes. So I can look at a picture and say, oh, this man is from Turkey, and then I do the reverse image lookup and I confirm that they've used, because currently that's a real common thing, is to use men who are from Turkey. And I've actually contacted one who, the real person, I told him they're using your picture, and he's like, yes, I've been told that scammers use men. So, yeah, and he was a very good looking and very wealthy dentist over in Turkey, and people were borrowing his picture. And also I have talked to two different princes of Dubai. I was talking to one on Facebook, and I told him, hey, why did you just contact me on LinkedIn too? So
isn't that wow, princess? Okay, see, guys, got to be careful.
Yes, you have to be, and you have to, even though the ones that seem like maybe they are legit, sometimes they do, like on the messenger or whatever they're talking to, they use a video that they have downloaded from the person's account, and they play it without audio. And you think that you just got proof that they're real, but it was just bad audio. It's fascinating, the things I've learned.
Well, this is all fascinating. If you want to learn more, subscribe to her YouTube channel as well. How do they get in touch with you?
Perfect. I'm fortunate enough that Laden Madrasi, my name is, I'm the only one in the entire country. So you can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, all those good things. But my business is Leave It to Me.
Leave it to me, guys. Leave it to her. Leave it to me.
Leave it to Angie.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Enjoy the rest of the evening. We've got plenty of drinks and snacks.
I love the snacks you put up.
Thank you. Thank you guys again. We're going to be live in a few minutes, guys. So just want to give you a shout out for sticking with us and subscribing to the YouTube channel. This means so much to our military families. It really means a lot to my family because they are military. And I want you to know everything counts, everything. So thank you. God bless you. And I'm going to turn it over to Pops. Pops.
Okay, thank you very much. We're about to start our premiere video. It will start in about 4 minutes. I'm not going to speak for 4 minutes, but I'm going to set the table up as to what we're about to see. Like I say, it's a pretty interesting situation in relation to the video itself. We're going to see a couple of veterans and what happened when they leave the military, the kind of challenges that they encounter, the kind of obstacles they had to overcome, and how that transition is difficult but not impossible. Some of the veterans are thriving and they're helping others. Someone in trying to find a mission. And if you don't have a mission, join us. We have a mission. Our mission is to feed the veterans during the holidays. We feed their veterans, their family, their kids, and things of that nature. Some of the videos that we have shown you basically provides you with the evidence that we are buying meals, we're buying food to feed the veterans. We plan to do the same time this year with your help. We are close. We have the subscriber that we need. All we need is watch hours at this particular point. We need you to watch our video, make comment in our video, and support this activity that we have. I'm gonna go back to the scheduled video, and in 3 minutes you'll be able to see our new video. Back to the other video.
One step closer to full monetization. And that means more meals on tables and more veterans in tech. You have the power to help a veteran just by hitting a button. Subscribe to Ramoswriter today. Let's serve those who served us.
America thrives because of those who trade comfort for the uniform, choosing a life of purpose over a path of ease. They walk through fire to secure our future. Today, we carry that torch, honoring the massive legacy of the heroes who won World War II. Through the combined strength of every military branch, our freedom was won. We salute you. May America forever remain the land of the free and the home of the brave.
When the mission ends, the silence can be deafening. But purpose doesn't disappear, it waits to be claimed. Find your new mission. Subscribe and help us continue serving veterans who need it most. Find a new mission. A life without a mission feels empty. A life with one can carry you through anything. The choice is yours. Jobs can be replaced, rank can be left behind. But the loss of a mission can shake a person to their core. The biggest challenge for veterans isn't finding a job. It's dealing with the loss of purpose. In the service, the mission was everything. It gave you direction, motivation, and meaning. When that's gone, it leaves a huge void. Veterans who thrived.
The live premiere video that's coming up is brand new, never seen before. We're going to preview it, we're going to talk about it, and basically we're going to give you some insight of it. You'll be able to see and feel what we veterans feel when we leave the military, some of the obstacles that we encounter, how we overcome it, what we need to do to be able to create and be successful. So the video should be coming up very shortly, and we'll be able to make some commentary on it. So based upon that, I'll go ahead and wait for the video to come on. Thank you.
Welcome to the front lines of the civilian world. Today, we're embarking on a journey through the heart of service. In the first hour, we'll look at the boot energy, the humor, and the initial shock of transition. In hour two, we dive into the invisible battles, the systemic, veteran tax, and the heartbreaking choices between food and fuel. Hour three brings the light, the power of animals, community, and the secret renovations that save lives. Finally, in hour four, we explore the legacy of how warriors become leaders in their own backyards. Stick around, because every story here is a building block for a new mission. And remember, hitting that subscribe button isn't just for us. It helps us.
Live. Thank you for joining us. This is a premiere. It's a premiere event. It's a great event. I'm gonna just talk on it for a few minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the video. I'll come back and give you my take. Thank you. Back to the video.
Feed veterans who've been forgotten by the system. Now, let's get into the chat. I see you, Veteran 92 and Liberty Queen. Welcome to the stream. Meet Nick.
Meet Nick.
For 20 years, his life was defined by the crease in his trousers and the rank on his chest. But now, he's standing in a grocery store aisle feeling like a ghost. He looks at a young recruit and remembers his own boot days back when the biggest tragedy was putting your plates in backward or showing up to formation. with a tactical wardrobe malfunction. The military teaches you how to dodge bullets, but it doesn't teach you how to survive the silence after the bullets stop. Nick is in the hook and context phase of his new life, his flaw. He thinks his value ended when he hung up the camera. He's struggling with a soldier's reflection, seeing a giant in the eyes of a toddler, but a failure in his own. I'm seeing a lot of you in the comments saying the same thing. The silence is the loudest part.
Nick feels it too.
It's true.
A lot of you in the comments
Nick
saying
feels
the same
it too.
thing.
We've just seen Nick grapple with his lost identity, but the road gets steeper. In the next hour, we're looking at the veteran tax, the unjust offsets that punish our heroes for their injuries. We're going to see what happens when $20 has to cover both dinner and a commute. Stay with us. The mission is just beginning. The trigger for Nick came in the form of a letter, an OFFCT. The system he bled for decided his disability pay and retirement shouldn't exist in the same space. Suddenly, Nick isn't just a ghost. He's a statistic. He's the veteran in the checkout line holding a $20.
Okay, one thing very important. Regarding the reach ad, there have been some changes, some new regulation that came about that I posted a video about it. Some relaxation when it comes to actually using your income to qualify for a home. So you may want to kind of take that video that I posted a couple of days ago as a supplement to the information that we put in here. Let me put you back into the video.
Bill, looking at a box of cereal and a gas pump, realizing he can't have both. This is the crisis. He feels like a protector who can't even protect his own dignity. He remembers a retired SEAL he heard about who stopped a store robbery. That warrior instinct is still there, but it's being suffocated by red tape. Why should a combat injury cost a hero their pension?
Okay, by the way, that reconstruction that you see in there is actually something that actually did happen in real life. Obviously, we changed the name, we changed the some of the information, so we will not be copywriting any data. But if you search in the news, that's something that actually happened, actually that a community did for a veteran. So some of the information that we are providing, yes, we are generating it with AI. But basically, I want you all to understand that we are actually using information that's available in the public domain that actually did happen.
The internal turmoil is high stakes. If he can't win this battle against a computer screen and a bureaucracy, how can he ever lead again? Check the link in the description to learn more about the wounded veteran tax. We need to end this. Who here has had to deal with the VA offset? The chat is moving fast. I see a lot of hands raised. Nick is at his lowest point, choosing between food and gas. But hour 3 is where the transformation begins. We're moving into the epiphany. We'll see how a stray dog named Scout and a community's secret renovation remind our hero that he is still the alpha of his own future. Keep watching. In the rain outside a storefront, Nick sees him. A shivering stray being kicked away. In those terrified eyes, Nick sees his own reflection, forgotten but not finished. He shares his last bit of food. This is the epiphany. He realizes he isn't a ghost, he's a guardian who just lost his post. Continues over montage. Nick thought he was alone, but his brothers in arms were watching. While he was out searching for a new mission, the community was secretly pouring $60,000 in months of sweat into his home. When he walks through that door, the battle-hardened man finally breaks down. He realizes his duty wasn't a uniform he took off. It was the core of who he is. If you could surprise a veteran today, what would you give them? I'm seeing respect, a home, a listener. Those are the real renovations, folks. Nick has found his heart again through Scout and his community. Now, in our final hour, we watch the climax. Nick takes everything he's learned from the WASP attack DIY disasters to the high-tech cybersecurity boardrooms and defines a new mission. We'll talk about service-first leadership and how your one click helps feed heroes. The final showdown isn't on a battlefield, it's in a community center. Nick doesn't just want a job, he wants a mission. He masters the art of adaptation. He realizes that in the military, a good leader eats last. He starts a program, much like the Ramoswriter initiative, turning views into meals and cybersecurity scholarships. Nick is no longer the man standing aimless in the grocery store. He is the alpha. He understands that warriors remain warriors after service. He's protecting people from WASP attacks, literal and metaphorical, and teaching the next generation that resilience is a team sport. He has finally found his peace because he stopped howling for the past and started broadcasting for the future. We've traveled a long road with Nick today, from the tactical wardrobe malfunction of his youth to the invisible battle of the veteran tax, and finally to his new mission as a community leader. These stories prove that America thrives because of those who trade comfort for the uniform. But the mission doesn't end when the video does. I have one question for you all in the chat and the comments. Has a pet or a fellow veteran ever saved your soul when you felt invisible? Drop your story below. I read every single one. Before you head out, hit that subscribe button. Your single click helps us partner with organizations like Loudon Hunger Relief to put food on a veteran's table. It's continued service. I'm the narrator, and this has been The Unfinished Mission. We salute you. Home of the brave, land of the free. See you on the next one.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a short video to give you an idea of what's going on. And we're about to wrap it up in about 20 minutes or so. Do you want to go on live right now? So let me put Angie online right now.
Hello, kiddos. I just want to give a shout out to everybody who participated. Today's event was amazing. We still have a few business owners that are sticking around, giving business cards, doing their elevator speeches, and just participating in everything they can. It was a delightful event, even though the weather didn't collaborate very well with us, but it did eventually. I just wanted to say thank you and keep watching. Keep watching. It really helps us. Thank you and have a great night.
Keep going. You still on that live? Okay, I want to be sure that I kind of make this clear. We, the business owner, are here out of their own volition. We did not receive any payment from them, and we not receive any donation from them. They came over to talk about themselves and about the business and how they're supporting our veterans. So whether it's important or not, I want to be sure that was clear to everybody. So once again, I think you did a great job, Angie, on planning the meeting. I'd like to congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
I'd like to congratulate our videography team for putting things together.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Yay.
I'm Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Sounds great. Thank you for that. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and play the second part of the video, last video that we have. The shout out video. We're going to close with that, and then after that, we're going to come back and wrap it up at exactly 8 o'clock. So thank you again. It's time for you to subscribe. It's time for you to provide your support. That being said, give us a second or two. We'll go ahead and go back to the show.
Boxing practice, sure. Hi, me llamo Manuel Ramos, also known as Manny. I'm on a redemption arc. Follow me.
Families during the holidays. And another shout out to an amazing company. They do paint, and we're going to talk to Sam. Give me a second. Let me introduce.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam Ashwell. I'm with All American Painting Plus. We do interior and exterior painting in Northern.
Hey guys, it's me, Angie, and let me tell you something. I'm at an amazing event right now, BNI. It's Loudoun County Business Leaders. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And guess what? He just subscribed to our YouTube channel for our nonprofit, feeding those military families during the holidays. He's awesome. Jacob, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, thank you so much. Hey, my name is Jacob Ayubi. I'm a State Farm agent here in Virginia, but I serve Virginia, Maryland, DC, and North Carolina. If you're looking for home and auto insurance, or life and disability insurance, or commercial insurance, please reach out to me. I'm not just a guy that's transactional. I'm here to help you out, to be an advocate for you through the entire insurance process. So give me a call.
Okay, so you saw a few of the shout out that we got from our members. And if you join the team, if you join the tribe, if you join the company, that's what we do. We do give a shout out to those of you that want to participate during our live event. We're gonna have one in a couple of weeks or a couple of months, depending on what the requests are. And we like you to continue to participate, continue to help us to feed our veterans. We are gonna go ahead and probably end the video pretty shortly, but I wanted to quickly talk about the what we did tonight. Not only did we talk about the video creation process, the creation of the script, the creation of the title, the creation of the thumbnail, the creation of the description. We talked about that, but most importantly, we talked about some of the mistakes that we made in the process and some of the errors that we encounter. We don't do that to show you that we are expert, but to show you that we are just like you. If you have a YouTube channel and you're struggling, just continue on, don't stop, and continue on. We have over 3,000 subscribers already, and we just got started. So continuing the process, don't give up, and continue to be motivated to do what you need to do. Hopefully, the business owner that you encounter here will give you some idea how to do some of those processes. Also, as we post the information about the video creation, we talked about not only the video creation, but also what you do after the video is created. The description, the timestamp, the SEO that you have to put together in order to do that. All of those little pieces make a video interesting, allow YouTube to find you and allow other people to find you. So it allow for your growth as a small channel like we are. So continue on. With that being said, I'd like to say good night until the next time we meet. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bye.
For a truly fulfilling life. If this message resonates, don't stop here. Subscribe to this channel and be part of a mission bigger than any one story. Every video helps us reach and feed veterans who need support. Your subscription isn't just a click, it's continued service.
Veterans are trained to be mentally flexible, to make smart decisions with incomplete information, and to get the job done even when things are going sideways, and is more likely to see it as just a change in the plan. This adaptability is a skill honed under immense pressure. Veterans learn that comfort is a luxury and being rigid is a weakness. The key to resilience isn't being just as true in the boardroom as it is on the battlefield.
There's a day that comes in every service